Welcome back to Tea Time Talks. I'm your host Elmi Dahir, and on today's very special episode, we talk about sponsors, sugar daddies, and the epidemic they have brought to Nairobi. For those of you who speak Swahili, mamanzi wanatafuta pesa. In English, young girls are looking for money. What is the way forward? So please do stick around and watch our interviews and some of the audio clips we were able to gather from regular everyday Kenyans who explain and deduce the sugar daddy problem in Nairobi. Welcome back to another episode of Tea Time Talk. This week, we talk about the sugar daddy epidemic in Kenya, Masponsa, Wasichana, and what does that do for the rest of us?
Sugar daddies and sponsors are there. They are quite a number, especially in campus. Like I'm in campus, yeah. So you find that many girls would want to have sponsors to maintain an upkeep, a life that they can compare with the rest. And it's something that we as young people should just learn to accept what we have and be content with what we have, and then the sugar daddy problem will be out.
I feel like the whole issues with sugar daddies and young girls currently happen in our country. It's rising rapidly, but I feel like there's no positive in it in the first place. Losing young girls at such a young age, and these are young girls who could do so much more, young girls with potential, but they seek the easy way out. I feel like sex is a very sacred thing, and I feel like they're like soul ties to it, and they're like traumas that come with it. Sleeping around with people who have their own issues going on, I feel like it messes up people psychologically. So these young girls are walking around dealing with problems that are not theirs to begin with, because a lot of trauma is poured in from older men to them. And I also feel like it also brings, there's daddy issues somewhere in the middle. Sleeping around with people who have their own issues going on, I feel like it messes up people psychologically. So these young girls are walking around dealing with problems that are not theirs to begin with, because a lot of trauma is poured in from older men to them. And I also feel like it also brings, there's daddy issues somewhere in the middle.
So you're trying to say these girls need a father?
Yeah, I feel like there are daddy issues somewhere. Like I didn't get enough love at home, or I don't have a certain relationship with my father. So you're looking for it on the outside. Yeah, and that's why I feel like they need more. I feel like that, and that's like an advantage for the older men, because I feel like there's something about energy. You read energy, and I feel like what you seek in you.
I have a few beautiful ladies here today, and they're willing to speak about the sponsor epidemic in Kenya. So, what do you think?
Sponsorship. Sponsorship is mostly an issue of your background, where you come from, and what you envisioned yourself to be by a certain time. See, probably you told yourself by the time you're 25, when you were younger, what did you used to say about yourself? When you're 25, you'd be someone who's done something with themselves. Unfortunately, you realize in Kenya, growing up, even anywhere else, like you'll get to 25 and that's not where you would have been. You get? So you find yourself feeling defeated by the system, by everything. So for girls, because you have an upper hand, you could either get married, or you could either, find a male to finance you. You find the sponsorship epidemic coming up. For me, I don't judge those ladies who particularly want to be sponsored by sponsors. For me, I don't want to, and I would never. Like, first of all, older guys make me wanna gag. But the thing is, I understand where they're coming from. Most of these girls, by the way, let me tell you, makeup does a lot. You find these chicks, yeah? They've come from interior. They've come from where they came from. You get?
Most of them come from areas where you wouldn't even know that's where they're coming from. A little makeup, a tight dress, some heels changes everything.
That's what it is. So you have to recognize where they came from and what they have left behind and what they had envisioned themselves doing for their community where they came from. So when they decide to get, the sponsorship thing going, and some guy is married, he has his family, but he wants a younger chick, to take care of, and she's okay with that being her, and she doesn't, she looks beyond the fact that he's older, the fact that he's, probably not as attractive, nothing that she would want. He has a family, he's a guy who already, has his businesses going, and probably she wouldn't have like the journey, the journey with him in marriage where you have the journey. You start from somewhere going towards somewhere. For her, she finds a ready-made deal and she's fine because she's able to meet her needs at that time because tomorrow is not guaranteed. Yeah? So that's what happens in Kenya, and we found, these days I'll call it an epidemic, the way you're referring to it. It's widespread. It's becoming more and more acceptable, I guess. For me, I'd rather look into what is the root cause, like what is the government not doing to enable its own people? Or what is the plights faced by the female of a certain age? But for me, I don't like it. You asked me sponsorship, good or bad? For me, it's bad.
Sina mtoto mwenye naweza kuwa ati ni sponsor, lakini nilisikia kwa mtoto mmoja ati alitolewa vingo kuhusu sponsor. Sasa mimi sifurahi sponsor. Na siwezi kubali story ya sponsor.
So, umewahi sikia sponsor? Na sponsor ni nani?
Sponsor ni mai wasikia. Sponsor ni wazee ambao wanachukua wasichana wadogo. Na wanapowachukua wasichana wadogo wanawafadhili na fedha ili waweze kujikimu kimaisha. Manake wasichana wengi wanatoka katika familia ambazo hazijiwezi, na wanapopelekwa shule wanakosa vitu ambavyo wanaweza kutumia. Kwa hivyo wanatafuta wazee ambao wako na hela, tunaita masonko, ama wale watu ambao wako na hela zaidi. Manake wasichana wakifuata vijana wenzao, vijana hawana pesa. Vijana wanaotumia shilingi 500 na mzee anapeana 10,000, 20,000. Kwa hivyo sponsor ni wale wazee wakongwe na hawana kazi nyingi na hawasumbui sana. Vijana wanapenda kurukaruka hapa na pale, wanataka watoke na hao wasichana outing nini. Kwa hiyo wasichana wanachoka. Lakini wasichana wanapenda wazee kwa sababu wazee ni watu wa kukaa, kutulia. Wanapenda starehe kwa wingi. Na msichana anajua kwamba huyu baada ya muda kidogo atarudi kwake. Kwa hivyo hiyo ndio naelewa kitu kuhusu sponsor.
Moral and should be discouraged. So I think parents should train the young girls and even young men on the right way, right morals, normal human relationships, because that is a parasitic relationship. If it's about me dating you because of what you have, and that is purely parasitic, and that's not the way it's supposed to be.
Mimi naona hii tabia wasichana kwa na sponsorship.
Youth, what do they think and where are we heading?
I think they're doing that because they're chasing the money. And first of all, us young guys don't have that much money to give them, and they want to live that luxury life, buy the new clothes and ones that are trending. So that's what they think of chasing the sponsor.
What do you guys think of this whole sponsor thing? Don't you think that girls should actually go out and work hard for themselves and, reap the fruits of their labor?
That's what we also think. And that's what we try to tell them even in our university. But they'll definitely take the easy route out.
I just want to leave this last segment with a quote by a girl called Bridget Achieng. I don't know if you know her. She said, "Baby, nothing goes for free without having come with some other repercussions."
Kuna wakati utafika mwanamume mmoja wanawake 7 watamfuata. Kwa hivyo hii kwangu mimi nasema ya kwamba ni kama prophecy inakuja kutimia. Na mimi ile kitu ningetaka kuambia youth ni ya kwamba tusifike mahali fulani tuingie katika hali ya kuweza kujipata katika hali ya sponsor. Maana ile kitu Mungu anahitaji uweze kupata ni upate kuwa na bwanako na uolewe na ukuwe na mjumba wako. Lakini historia kubwa ya kwamba mtu anafika kiwango fulani anaweza anafika mahali fulani anachukua bwana ya wenyewe, mimi kwangu si support hata kidogo.
Revitalizes the mind and spirit.